Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Michelle. In this video we are going to discuss the feature of communications. Once you log into your administrative website, you're going to go to the top right corner and click on Communications. Under this feature we can do both emailing and sending a text to our members. Let's go over communicating with our members through email first. Once you click on Communications, the system will take you directly to the Search and Send page. Here you can see we have a list of our members, and they're all checked to send an email to. On the upper right corner, you can go to Filters and see that by default, under Family Status, we have filtered out only your active members. If you would like to change that, click on the down button to show your parked and pending members also. At this point of the filter, you can choose only one family status. If you wanted to send them to all of your members, your active, parked, and pending, cancel out of here. And at the upper right-hand corner, you would click on Remove Filters. Once you remove the filters, you'll see that I have a few members here that are pending. We have John Appleseed and we have Kathy Springer. So here you could check the members that you want to include in your email. Notice here that we can also show you the children and the instructors. So if I check the box for children, you will see it drops open to the children for each family. And then if I click on instructor, you'll also see instructors. So we see here Lucille Ball, according to the icon, is an instructor. So let's go ahead and put that filter back in for our active members only. And you'll also notice in the criteria here, you can also choose, if you have a lot of members and you don't want to scroll through your membership, you can choose by family name. You can also choose a section or more than one section to send your emails. So sometimes you may want to send an email to just your high school students, or maybe to current members or new members, whatever your sections are. You would use your Control and your Shift key to click more than one section at a time. You can also send and filter out a balance due or a past due amount. Okay, so let's just do current members. Actually, I don't want to do anything. So if you had actually checked a section and you decided, no, I wanted to go to everybody that's active, if you hit your Control button and click on the highlighted section, it'll disappear. So let's apply that filter and we'll only have the active members. There you go. So if I wanted to send an email to everybody, I would go ahead and click on the Email Selected button on the bottom here. And this is where we can create our message with a subject. Notice here, email also too. As an admin, you will get a copy of this email. If you don't want a copy of it, you can take your email out of that box. You can also add more emails by separating it with a comma. You can send this email immediately or you could send it in the future. So let's just create a test email. And I would like to send this in the future. When you send it in the future, you could pick a date. So let's pick a date. And at the bottom, we're going to click on Schedule Email. It tells us that the email is scheduled to be sent to 7 recipients on April 29th. If you would like to edit this message or add more recipients to it, you can go to your email link and the scheduled link underneath of it. We're going to click on that. And you can see this test email that we just created for the 29th. If I click on the subject, it will actually take me to the message itself. So within here, I can edit this message. If I forgot to check one of these boxes here, maybe I want to send them their username and password, I can check that. If I want to include their membership profile in the email, I can also do that. And I can also send them their statement of accounts. So maybe we sent this email to people who have a balance, and so you can send them their statement of accounts at the same time. So once you're in here and you update it, you can just say Update Email on the bottom. And let's go back to that scheduled list. Not only can you change the text message or add features to it, but if you click on the 7 contacts under the recipients, you can also take out members or add members. And once you've chosen that, you can just say email selected and it'll save it. Now let's cover sending a text message to your members, which pretty much works very much like the email tool. So let's go ahead and click on Search and Send at the top. And here you can see that some of my members have opted out from receiving text messages, and one of my members actually has a phone number in there. So let's toggle all the check boxes so that they're not checked. And then I'm just going to check the member who has a phone number attached. Now if I wanted to also send it to the children, I'm going to click on the children box and just take a look to see if I have any other numbers. No, I don't have any other members, so we'll uncheck the children box. And basically it would be the same here. If you wanted to add a filter or you wanted to send it to certain sections, you could do it through the filtering here also. So the only difference is, instead of clicking on the email selected, we're going to click on the text selected. The website I'm currently using does have SMS enabled on the site, but if you come and you see this message, after you click on SMS to schedule or to look at your history or see your credits, and this pops up, that means that you do not have SMS currently enabled on your website. So you would go ahead and hit OK in this message. When you hit OK, this is where it will take you. It will take you to the website additional services page for text messaging and SMS. So here you can choose a plan. We have our bronze, silver, gold plan, and you could choose whichever one would fit your needs. Once you choose your plan, at the bottom here you would submit your request to Homeschool-Life. You'll note here that it says that one message sent to 50 individual phone numbers uses 50 credits. So each phone number that receives your message is 1 credit. So if you have a group of families that are 50 and you use 50 credits when texting all your families at one time, that's how many credits you'll be using. So our credits, they don't roll over to future years if you don't use them, but if you purchase additional credits after you use up your original plan, those will roll over to future years if unused. So once again, when you're in communications and you click on SMS and you see that message that SMS is not enabled, it will ask you to click OK, and you can request a plan. You can also request a plan by going to your admin homepage and scrolling down a little bit under additional services. You'll see here text messaging, SMS, multiple options. So when you click on that, it will bring you to this page. So let's go back to our communications link. And then we're going to click on SMS on the left. If you run out of text credits, you can request more by clicking on Credits under the SMS link. And at the upper top left corner, you can click on Purchase SMS Credits. So down below here, you'll see the plan that you're enrolled in and how many credits you have and how much it costs. And it will also tell you here how many credits you have available to use still. So once you get low or you've run out, at the top you can purchase SMS credits during that year. And here you can purchase various ones by clicking on the down button of the purchase, and it'll give you options of how many you would like to purchase from us. And then you would just generate the invoice will be generated, and your credits will be there. Now, just to make you aware that credits for texting can be used both on the administrative side, and it also can be used for the teachers if you want to give the teachers the option to text their students and parents. If you want to enable that, you would go to your classes link on the left-hand side. Once you're here, go to Settings. And you'll see here that we allow instructors to communicate with classes using text messages. So you'd want to check that box to enable it, scroll down to the bottom, and update your general settings. Please be aware that if you allow your teachers to use your text messaging, every text that they send to each phone number will use 1 credit up from your plan. So let's go back to our communications. And we will continue with sending a text message. So let's fix this toggle here. Okay, so this is where we left off. So at this point, you can type in your text that's going to go out to your recipient list. Up here under text also too, you can add an additional text cell phone number to text to. You can send it immediately as you can with the emails, or you can send it in the future. So let's click on future. Let's pick a date. And you have a choice between AM or PM. And you'll notice that our system will send the AM delivery, it'll be attempted before noon, and the PM deliveries will be attempted after 5 p.m. of that day. And so let's click on Schedule SMS. And like your emails, you can go into your scheduled list of text messages and you can edit the message itself, or you can edit the recipient list by clicking on Scheduled under the SMS link. If you click on Sample Text, you'll be able to edit your message and update it. And if you click on the contact under recipients, you can add or delete contacts in this section. Once you've decided who you want to send it to, you can click on text selected again and it'll save it. If you need more help with the settings under the Communications tab, this is your email settings for your automatic weekly email that goes out. You can watch our YouTube video called Weekly Email Settings to update you on how to use this section. If you need further assistance with your communication feature, please go to your admin homepage and create a ticket.